You just did something embarrassing. And the worst part, you can't stop thinking about it. Maybe it was yesterday, maybe it was 10 years ago, but right now, somewhere in your brain, that moment is playing on a loop. And your face is going warm just remembering it. Here's the strange thing. No other animal on this planet does that. A dog doesn't lie awake replaying the moment it barked at its own reflection. A chimpanzee doesn't cringe at a social mistake it made last Tuesday. Only you do this. Only humans carry the ghost of embarrassment long after the moment has passed. The question is, why? Scientists have been studying embarrassment for decades. And what they've found is this. Embarrassment is not a flaw in human psychology. It is one of the most sophisticated social signals your brain has ever evolved, and understanding it changes the way you see yourself completely. Let's start with what actually happens in your body when you get embarrassed. Your face flushes, your eyes drop to the floor, your shoulders curl inward, you might laugh nervously or cover your face. Researcher Dasher Keltner at UC Berkeley spent years studying this exact sequence of reactions. He found that embarrassment follows a precise and almost universal script: the gaze aversion, the smile suppression, the head turn, across cultures, across ages. Even in people who have been blind from birth, that last part is important. Blind people who have never seen another human being still display the embarrassment response when they violate a social norm. That tells you something. This is not learned behavior. This is wired in. But here's the part that most people get wrong about embarrassment. They think it's a signal of weakness, a glitch, something to be overcome. It's actually the opposite. Keltner's research showed that people who display visible embarrassment after a social mistake are consistently rated as more trustworthy, more likable, and more cooperative by the people around them. In study after study, the person who blushes looks away and shows that they care. That person is trusted more than the one who stays cool and unbothered. Embarrassment is a social repair signal. It is your brain saying to the group, I know I violated the norm. I'm still one of you. I still care about the rules we share. And this is where your ancestors come in. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans lived in small tribes, groups of 50 to 150 people. In those groups, your survival depended entirely on your reputation. If you were seen as unreliable, selfish, or untrustworthy, you could be excluded. And exclusion in that world was a death sentence. Embarrassment was your brain's alarm system, a rapid, automatic signal designed to communicate remorse before the group had time to turn against you. It was faster than language, more honest than words. A blush could not be faked. Researcher Michael Lewis at Rutgers University found that children begin displaying embarrassment around the age of 2, the same time they begin developing a sense of self. Because embarrassment requires something very specific. It requires you to see yourself through someone else's eyes. That ability to imagine how you appear to another person is called self-conscious awareness, and it is extraordinarily rare in the animal kingdom. Only a handful of species pass the mirror test, the basic benchmark for self-recognition. But even those species don't show embarrassment in the way humans do, because awareness of self is not enough. It requires you to care deeply about what others think of you. It requires social stakes. It requires belonging to a group whose opinion of you matters to your survival. That is a uniquely human burden, and a uniquely human gift. Here is the reframe. Every time you cringe at a memory, your brain is doing something remarkable. It is running a social simulation. It is modeling how other people perceived you, evaluating that perception against your own internal standards, and filing the result as a lesson. A lesson in how to navigate the group better next time. The burn of embarrassment is not punishment. It is calibration. The people who never feel embarrassed, the ones who seem completely immune to social feedback, are not stronger than you. Research by June Tangney at George Mason University found that low levels of embarrassment and shame are consistently associated with reduced empathy, more antisocial behavior, and worse long-term social outcomes. The capacity to feel embarrassed is the capacity to care, and the capacity to care is what makes you human. So the next time that memory surfaces, the one your brain refuses to let go, try to see it differently. Your brain is not torturing you. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. It is making sure you remember what it feels like to belong and what it costs to lose that. You still feel the flush, don't you? That's not a weakness. That's 300,000 years of social intelligence running exactly on schedule.